Welcome to Coffee Havoc number 2. So a few days back I made a video with the Scarlet Spider outfit calling out the Fantastic Four. So now it's time for me to get a heart-to-heart going on really quickly. Alright, so my dad's been dead approximately 5 years, which means 4 people altogether owe me $10,000 or approximately 9,375 without change. But since they've had 5 years to pay me back, altogether they owe me $10,000. So let me drop this for you real quick, alright? So when my dad died, I didn't spend all the money given to me on me. Now, in hindsight, I realized that I probably should. So I live, sadly, with my elder sister in her house. I haven't paid rent because I haven't had a decent job. So when my dad died, first thing I did, I put central air in my sister's house. Alright? Technically, that wasn't the first thing I did. But I did it because I didn't pay rent. So I figured I gotta help out somehow. I mean, I paid for the trash. I paid to get the trash stickers and all that shit. But that was all the job that I currently have. Gives me enough money to do because, like everybody else in the universe, I have bills. And sadly, due to some of my family members' lack of responsibility, I've been stuck taking care of their kids, just like I was stuck taking care of them. So most of my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s have been taken from me because of people's lack of responsibility. That is irrelevant to this video, but I wanted to get that off my chest. Okay, so first, if I didn't want to be loved so badly by my mom, I wouldn't be in this boat right now. Alright? I would still have money. If I didn't get catfish because believing that someone from another country could love me for me and not use me for what little bit of money I had, I wouldn't be in this boat right now. That's on me. Alright? A lot of this is probably on me. And I'm going to own that. Matter of fact, let's just say it all is on me for having a big heart and being James Williams Jr. stupid. Alright? My dad was right. My heart is my biggest weakness. It is. It is my biggest weakness because caring about people really gives you the finger. Alright? I'm sorry. I'm not going to change. I'm still going to care about people, but I'm going to be a little bit more smarter now. So let's drop down this letter of this Fantastic Four. So I have a sister and a brother who my mom was sucking me into giving money. They've had 5 years and some change to pay me back. So now I'm going to throw their business out, but I ain't going to throw out their names. I'm going to keep this shit real. I ain't going to throw out their names because I ain't into hurting people or embarrassing them. But I am into telling the truth. So let's give you the whole 1,000. My sister needed some money. Me and her ain't never got along. So I would not just give her $600 out of the kindness of my heart. I don't like her. I've never liked her. She's solely responsible for destroying my life. So why would I just give you $600 and think, oh, I don't have to pay him back? No. Our mother talked me into that shit. If I didn't want to be loved by my mom so much, that wouldn't happen. I'm going to come back to that love by my mom phrase in a minute. Then you will understand what's going on here. So then my mom's favorite son, instead of doing the adult thing and keeping his ass at home, got into some legal ramifications. So, me being the big brother, I told my mom, look, how much is child support? I'll help with child support. But that's where it ends. I'm not helping with nothing else. But child support became car payments of $679 or $675 or $6 something for the time that he was on his staycation. Alright? So, him and I got the biggest problem because he owes me $7,000. $7,000. Let me explain that to you. 6 times 4 months is over $3,000. Then I gave him $4,000 more because I was persuaded by our loving mother so that he could get his CDL. He got the CDL. I kept the car paid for, and I got nothing to show for it. But it gets better. And though I love him, and I say this lovingly, that shit wasn't no goddamn gift. Because he's always had more money than me from the day he was born. So taking a poor man's money doesn't do you any favors. Plus it was my dad's money. I did not have to give it to him. I lent it to him because my mother guaranteed that I would get the shit back. So I gave him $4,000 more because he only had $1,000 to go to the school to get his CDL to get a good job. Because it's funny how no matter what I do, I can't seem to get arrested getting a good job. So that must mean I'm destined for greatness somewhere down the line. I wish that would be tomorrow, but it's not. Because tomorrow, I'll be back to cleaning toilets as usual. So, I gave him the money. No, I didn't give him the money. I lent him the money. It wasn't no goddamn gift. Same for my sister. That was not a gift because she ain't never liked me. I ain't never liked her. And you don't give people that you don't like any damn thing. Not even a hard time. You try to avoid problems. But I'm wrecking on myself. Clearly forgot that 5 years ago when my dad passed, she's one of the first checks I wrote. This laptop that I'm on right now, and that laptop over there for school, is what I bought for me, plus a shed to put all my stuff in. Other than that, I didn't spend any money on me. You know, my dad died so that I can have a second car, even though he died in my favorite car. So let's get that straight. So she got $600 from me, looked me in my face and said, I'm going to pay you back. I promise. Ain't made move one to talk to me about it. Ain't made move two to make that shit happen. 5 years now. 5 years. Oh, no one's getting off the hook. None of you guys are getting off the hook. None of the Fantastic Four is getting off the hook. I'm going to drill all of your asses to the wall right now. Alright? And mostly because I need my money. You know, because I don't have anything. And I don't want to live in my parents' house for the rest of my freaking life. You know? I could have produced my own book, but no, now I have to go through Page Publishing, but I don't have any money. And I have to keep scrounging up money to pay them to get my shit published. But I wouldn't have that problem if people paid me back. So let me go back to my brother real fast, because even though I love this asshole, you know, 5 years, $7,000. You make yay so much a year. I don't know how much you make a year, but you know, over the 5 years, I could have been paid back in full. But somebody didn't think about me because they thought of themselves. So he got whatever I paid to keep his car in his possession. He traded it off. Got a brand new spanking truck. Oh, it gets better. So he gets a brand new spanking truck. My car breaks down. I pay to get my car fixed. I have to leave it at the shop, but it's paid for. I got it fixed. And while it's in the shop, because I don't have it, I had my nephew take me to school. I had to walk home in the rain to find brand new rims for his brand new truck in the front yard. But he didn't think, you know, I should pay my brother back before I get these brand new rims, being that I already got the brand new truck. It gets better. So he gets the brand new truck, he gets the brand new rims, he gets a brand new stereo system. And what does he do? On the day that he comes to get his rims to install it in the truck and install the new stereo system, he talks to my other cousin and my other cousin about going on a vacation. So now let me add this up now, because you know $7,000 could have been paid. Because you can miss a vacation when you owe people money. So, you got new rims, new stereo system. You got to pay to get that shit put in and on. You know, especially when you're not a mechanic. Then he went on vacation with at least one of the 3 children that he has with his new baby mama. I don't hold any ill will towards his baby mama or the kids. Let's get this straight. This is just between him and I. And again, I say this lovingly, you know, when you owe people money, you're supposed to pay them back. You're supposed to smile on their face, get a new stereo system, get new rims for a brand new vehicle, and just be like, man, fuck my brother, I don't owe him shit. No, you do. Because without me, the car wouldn't have been kept in your possession, and you wouldn't have the new vehicle and the new rims and the new stereo and take a vacation while you're talking about it in front of me like I'm not even fucking standing there. That's the part that hurts. It's the principle. It ain't so much of I ain't been paid back. It's the principle that no one's made move one to talk to me about it. No one's made move one to actually accomplish the task of paying me back. Now that's just the tip of the iceberg. See, I have 2 other cousins who have pretty much cut me the fuck off. And I love them, and I say this lovingly because I love my brother and my sister even though I don't like them as people. I still love my cousins. I still like them as people. They're on my daddy's side, and my daddy's side has treated me far better than my mother's side any damn day of the week, except for a couple of fucking few choice uncles. But other than that, you know, and I honor too. But other than that, my dad's side has always treated me like I was a fucking human being, where my family on my mama's side has some questionable motives. Henceforth, my brother and my sister who fucking owe me money. Now, my cousin, she got into a little trouble. Watch carefully. Because this seems to be a thing on both sides of my family, which has been ruining my damn life. she got into a little trouble. A little trouble with some asshole who clearly, after she married him, was a true dick and didn't want nothing to do with her. She got my other cousin, who also owes me money, the same amount for both of them, by the way, $1,000 a piece. So he convinced me to help her out. I specifically tell her in the text, I'm going to help you out, but I need this $1,000 back. Because first we talked to see how much she needed. If she told me she needed $1,000, I said, okay, cool. I'm going to give you this money. I need this money back. You know, so it's like, all right, cool. You know, so I sent her $1,000. She guaranteed me she would get it back. Ain't spoke one damn word to me outside of a thank you when she got it. That was it. My cousin, the one who convinced me to help her, needed a little money. His business was a little bit more tight, and I love him, so I'm not going to give it all out to you, but I'm going to tell you what exactly happened. He's probably going to watch this video, so I love you. I'm letting you know. But I still need my money, especially since it was squandered, because you know what you needed it for, and then you did the opposite. So you could have just sent me the check right back, but you didn't do that, which is kind of foul. But see, I can't be so mad at him because whenever I go home, to the second home, my daddy's side of the family, he always give me a roof over my head. So I can't be but so mad at him. But I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at the principle and the concept that shit, why did you even borrow it? You know, if you weren't even going to stay there anymore. You know, that's a broke person's last dime that you taken and then you haven't returned it. Now, he does contact me every now and again. But just like my other cousin, just like my two siblings, it's pretty much like, fuck you, James. You know? So they're taking my kindness as a weakness and a lesson in stupidity. Well, they are correct. It was a weakness, and it is a lesson in stupidity. And this is what I learned. As long as I'm breathing, if I get successful tomorrow, I will not let anybody biologically kin to me, outside of my aunt, who got swindled out of her house by one of our cousins on my father's side. Yeah, you ain't getting away because you're the fifth member of the Fantastic Four that has fucked your own over. Now, I love my family. However, love is a thin line. And as long as I'm breathing, I will never let another family member, I don't give a damn how bad you hurt, how bad you need it, another goddamn dime. And these four specifically, they will never get another dime from me until I get my dough back. So thanks for watching. And remember, you know, if you're going to borrow money, you need to be able to pay it back. And if you can't pay it back, then you need to tell that person that you can't pay it back. And if they choose to lend it to you, then it's kind of on them. But see, I expected more from these four people. Obviously, I was wrong. I should have went with my gut and just said, fuck it. But see, here's the thing. I got to go back, before I end this video, I got to go back to wanting to be loved by my mother. Because that's where it all began. See, my father loved me. It's given proof. Because technically, every dime he left was supposed to go to me. But I don't believe in favoritism because of how my mom had raised me to show me that favoritism is bad. Because the two people that I took and gave money to were her two favorites. Which is why they laugh in my face every time they see me and think that I have forgotten. Well, the newsflash for you fuckers is I have not forgotten. I'm right here. Y'all make more money than me, but you can't pay me back. It's been 5 years since my dad died. Now here's the thing, and I'm going to be honest with you, because my dad loved me like no other. But my dad taught me right from wrong. My mama was teaching me right from wrong, and I don't know what happened to her moral compass, but I guess it got broken or something. But, you know, if you can't practice what you preach, don't preach. But here's my thing. A kid knows when they're not being loved properly. Kids aren't stupid, people. And when you were a kid and you notice how one sibling gets $3 and you get 25 cents, kids ain't dumb. Kids is not dumb. And if you ain't got your mama's love, you can have your daddy's love. And your daddy's love is just as good as your mama's love. But when you ain't got your mama's love, you really ain't got nobody's love. And let me explain that. That's not just a saying, that's a motherfucking fact. Because see, your mom and dad do some work to get you here. But all your dad really got to do is a couple of pumps, bust a load in, she got to do the rest. So when someone carries you for 9 months, pop you out, and then after 2 or 3 years of your life go by, you started getting treated like you ain't nothing, So when you don't have your mom's love, it's like not having the love of God. I understand that. Let me quote Brandon Lee from The Crow real fast. Mother is the word for God on the hearts and lips of all children. Remember that saying when you have a child and you treat all your children differently. The one that you treat the worst is probably the only one that's going to do something for you. Henceforth, that's how my brother and my sister got their money. Because if I didn't want to be loved so badly, because she's the only parent I got left, I knew my dad loved me. My dad never went a day without telling me that he loved me. Mama, not so much. But I'm done playing nice. You guys don't want to pay me back, I get it. But you still need to pay me back. I don't want to get legality in this. But you know, they can check my text messages. They can check them. No. And then when they prove that I'm right, you know, there's going to be some problems going on. But we don't have to do it that way. Just pay me my goddamn money back. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.